And if you guys are on TikTok, if you just start following philosophy TikToks, we'll eventually land on your timeline.
I usually, yes, you for sure. I just put whatever's trending that day, which is probably the worst thing to do.
Yeah.
Because we just get lost.
Right. You're like violence in Darfur.
Yeah, but rather than think of a hashtag, I just think, violence in Darfur sounds good.
Yeah, you're like, people will see this.
What's up with Darfur?
I don't know.
Heard about it in a while.
Yeah.
We fixed it?
You never hear when they're doing well.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the media.
So what's up, man? You got your teeth?
2 fillings. 3 to go.
Wait, you're making a face.
Yeah.
Okay.
It feels weird, though.
Half your face is numb?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, do your normal. Okay, yeah, you don't look that weird.
This is me normal.
Okay, good. So that was your first time getting fillings? First time
Since I was
in a
like
while.
8.
Yeah.
And when I was 8, I made the critical error of just chewing on my lip until the numbness went. I'm like, well, I don't feel a thing. And then I was like, ow, 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 and just dripping blood. It's like, yeah, dude, you've been eating your own face for an hour. I remember my mom just being like, stop eating your face.
Did you have you ever done, I know this doesn't happen with fillings, but like, have you ever had any kind of operation where you're like loopy afterwards, like those videos where they like videotape you saying
I've never
crazy
gotten
stuff?
gas. Yeah.
Is that what it is? The gas?
I think it's the gas. Or maybe a drip.
Right.
I went into a foot surgery and they were like, all right, just go ahead and tell us what you did today. And I'm like, dude, I wonder if I'm even going to like fall asleep. You know, I might be one of those people that's like awake and then it's just like, boom. All right, Zach, you did great. I'm like, oh, I'm a total bitch when it comes to the drugs.
Yeah, I've never had any drugs like that. Never knocked out.
Yeah.
Never had any drugs, period, really.
Damn.
I'm a nerd, man.
So you just go to music festivals and just for the music and the food and
I just
drinks.
listen to the music, yeah. And I just drink
So
my
you
Diet
just-
Coke.
Whoa, whoa, listen to the music.
That's it.
All the time? All
Listen
the
to the
time.
I let the music play.
Let the music play.
You had to sing
My
it.
live.
Your OCD made you have to sing it.
Well, I forgot that was a lyric.
Oh.
So then I was like, ooh, let me plug that into what I got going. First live concert I ever went to. Doobie Brothers.
Really?
Yeah.
Little Michael McDonald?
They were like live in Marin. So they would always just play at like the local fairgrounds.
Right. That's weird.
Yeah. I also saw, I probably said this on the pod before, but a lot of the guys from Metallica live in Marin.
Oh, right. And
I saw one at Wendy's with his 2 daughters, Hatfield. And
That's the singer.
the singer, yeah, the blonde guy. He's just like, yeah. And he's just sitting at Wendy's looking so sad with like 2 blonde little girls with pigtails, just like picking on each other. He's just like staring through them, eating his burger. It's
Right.
like, come on, get in the truck.
Yeah, it's weird to think I don't know Metallica that much, but I like to think most angsty musicians start in a place of like depression, anger or depression or some combination of both. And then when they become millionaires, it's like that has to still be there.
Yeah.
Even though you're driving, even though you live in Marin
Yeah.
and have these 2 beautiful daughters.
Yeah. I think it's just life. You didn't realize how life will never be this good while you're at the top of your music game.
But they're still at the top.
No, totally. And I'm
Yeah.
sure they still get those like tastes of the old days.
Right.
But when you're at Wendy's with 2
Right.
little 5-year-olds, the Wendy's over in Santa Fe.
He might have been having a great day.
He could have. Or he could have just like heard some bad news that day and was like thinking about some shit that was going on.
Or he's just he has a dark passenger, dude.
But you know, I think people just want to rock, man. Like that drummer, Lars.
Yeah.
He's just got a massive dick. And I feel like people that have massive dicks, like
You've seen his dick?
I think through his pants, people are like, holy shit, Lars, you need to chill. And they'll show him like rocking out. And it's just like, dude, are you wearing? Maybe he has a micro penis. And he's wearing
something.
But by all accounts, I think he's got a massive dick. And I don't think people like that can be depressed.
With massive dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can. You can totally be depressed with a massive dick. What are you talking about? Dude, you can be depressed with a massive dick.
Torio,
You can be...
your tiny dick is
you
showing.
You can have a huge, almost too big, some might say.
And that's what depresses you?
I think they're unrelated.
Okay.
Yeah.
No correlation.
No correlation between depression and dick size.
Havers.
Yeah, I don't think you're doing a service to the mental health community by starting that rumor either.
Hey, man, since the dawn of time, you know what we do? We notice patterns. And there is a pattern.
Do you remember when we were in Tahoe and that drunk guy at the bar was talking to us and Elizabeth?
He had to talk about how he had a tiny dick.
No, he did about that, but he said that like every guy has to have 2 of 3 things, and it was money,
funny,
and a big dick.
Uh-huh.
And Elizabeth was like, yeah, Zack has 2 of those. But like, and then I like watched him try to calculate what it was. He's like,
yeah.
I wonder which one you don't have.
He went rich guy, huh? But then you knew. That must have hit you kind of hard.
Yeah, I was just like, she's a good wife pretending you have a big dick.
That's love.
What a good ride or die.
Get you a woman that does that. Yeah, our first date, I was like, so look, if you want to be with me, you got to keep this lie up. Backdoor deals.
Yeah.
Backdoor confessions. It sucks that backdoor became an anal thing, because I feel like backdoor is a cool thing. Like mobsters and like famous people, they're going through the back. Yeah. I'm a backdoor guy. Can't be a backdoor guy.
Not anymore.
I mean, you can.
And
you totally can.
And you should.
You have to.
You have to. If you want to be accepted in this Hollywood.
World.
Holly world.
It's weird. There's a movie where Mark Wahlberg plays this guy based on a true story who like walks across the country and speaks because his son committed suicide for being...
It's out right now.
Bullied for being gay. Yeah, it's like a brand new movie.
Uh-huh.
And he didn't realize like his son was like crying for help.
Right.
It's really emotional. Elizabeth like bawled during the trailer.
And anal made you think of this?
No. What made me think of this is like being like open-minded, right. You know? But it's Mark Wahlberg plays this very sensitive guy, but Mark Wahlberg also like beat an Asian guy.
Right.
Like,
he's trying to like beat that rap. Remember?
Yeah, I guess.
For Wahlberger. Remember that whole thing?
No.
So he...
I love that we're just a gossip podcast.
Yeah,
now.
I have to kind of make it up. So he owns Wahlberger, right? Which
wouldn't be Hesby Street if he didn't kind of make it up.
Yeah. So you know Wahlberger though, the hamburger place.
Yeah.
So because of that, he has that conviction like on his record, and he was trying to get it expunged.
I think so.
Expunged.
I think expunged.
I said expunged.
Oh, esponge is a Latino sponge. Esponge.
He's trying to get it expunged because something to do with Wahlberger. Maybe they wanted to move into another state or like expand, or there was something they couldn't do because the owner
was a felon.
Uh-huh. And then so I think he started to like get it was going to work because he was doing all this community service like in an effort to get rid of it, and then they were like, he's done so much for the community, and then someone came out and was like, yeah, it's just because of Wahlberg. He's just trying to make money. And then it turned into a whole story. I don't know what ended up happening. I'm going to say it didn't work. I don't think it worked.
Why doesn't he just make an appearance with the guy? Because it's probably too gnarly of an injury. I think the guy lost an eye.
Yeah, it was bad.
He was in jail or prison.
Right.
And then decided like, dude, I need to turn my life around and start rapping in my underwear.
That's right. And he did it. And now when you see Mark Wahlberg in a movie, you don't hate it.
There's a weird like positive message with like fuckheads becoming successful. Like fuckheads who just like society's like, no, dude, your life is over. It's like Trump. Like honestly, as terrible as Trump is, if you don't tell someone you're talking about Trump, you're like, what if I told you there was a guy who the feds wiped out completely? He was known as a failed businessman and he wouldn't amount to shit. And because he couldn't afford to pay all his employees.
Right.
And he found a way by not paying his employees
to be the president of our United States.
Right. I remember there was an extra credit question when I was in like biology in high school. And it was kind of heavy, but it fucked with me. It was like if there's an element out there, some sort of combination of elements that eats away at metal, can even like change our landscape, can, all these negative things, would you want it on Earth? And I was like, and explain why. And it's water.
Right.
And I got it wrong.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this thing sounds terrible. It feels like that, like with the Trump thing or the Mark Wahlberg thing. You could just paint that story, and then you're like, joke's on you. It's a bad person.
Except it's opposite in that case. Water is a good person.
Opposite, yeah, right.
Well, I don't think Mark Wahlberg could get away with that now.
Beating up an Asian guy?
Yeah, I mean, he couldn't do that and become a movie star. He could do that and become president.
Yeah.
Because Hollywood has a much
higher
worse bar, but still, to be clear, very low.
It's low on the grand scheme of things.
But much higher than the Southern vote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never understand why, like, in all of industry, like, they have to, like, get ahead of it and cover it up instead of just being like, this dude's got to go.
Right.
Like, why?
Because money.
Since I was a kid.
Because in their eyes, Mark Wahlberg's not a human being. He's a brand. And they own it. They have it under contract.
So maintain the value of the brand.
Maintain the value of it, yeah.
Okay, that answers a question
Capitalism,
that sat
baby.
with me for a long time. Because I'm like, you can easily be forgiven and like
you can't just make a new Mark Wahlberg.
Right.
Because you get another hot guy and you're like, this will be a Mark Wahlberg. But
right.
then America's like, no, for some reason.
Yeah.
We want a different one.
Right. And then I'm like, I'm Zack Chapaloni. Is everything all right here? You guys looking for new talent? Looking for new talent? I got no criminal record. I've never been arrested once.
No.
You sure?
Do you have no record?
I got zero record.
Because we have a huge cover-up department we got to keep employed.
Okay, well, I've done terrible things.
Now we're interested.
Sure, I've done terrible things, yeah. People that can never look me in the eye again. And vice versa. Vice versa.
Vice versa. Yeah. Do you think you could be a network executive?
It sounds chill.
Right, but I
also, just drove by the TNT building on my way from the dentist.
Like
I was like, I could work in there.
Maybe this is just because like TV shows and movies make it seem this way, but it seems like the most backstabbing, gossipy, dramatic profession, where it's just everyone lies to your face and goes behind your back and making deals. And
oh yeah,
I might be basing this just on Entourage
and Succession.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Well,
I would have cancer early in life because of like the stress and the pain and the anxiety.
Yeah, you're right. I just rethought it, and I don't think I could do it either.
Yeah.
For a second, I was like, I think I could do it. And then the second one thing went wrong, I would freak out.
Right.
I'd be like, how did this happen?
Right. Or me thinking like the truth will set me free, and that just completely screwing me.
I always think like, I'll just be blunt and honest, and then people will respect me for it, but I don't think that's always how it works.
No.
Some people are like, no, I'm just going to use that against you.
Right. It's like you also need tact.
Yeah.
Same with like House of Cards. That made me realize I could never be
a politician.
Kevin Bacon. I mean, Kevin
Bacon or
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
I could never be Kevin Bacon.
Damn. No, you couldn't. Kevin Bacon has a daughter.
Whoa.
And she was in something recently, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, Mayor of Easttown she was in.
No way.
Mm-hmm. She was the...
Is her first name Hulda?
No, it was Extra Thick.
$1 million.
Extra Thick.
What is that? Millionaire's Bacon?
Millionaire's Bacon, yeah.
That's some 1920 shit.
Millionaire's Bacon. It just means thick, right? Or like
it's
they put some brown sugar on it. It's good.
Yeah, it's just a funny name.
Honestly, people need like thick bacon should exist more.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I like them thick.
I like it thick, dude. Double C.
Dude, I like my bacon thick. Shout out Jews, Muslims, leaving extra bacon on the table for your boy. Shout out Jews, Muslims.
For leaving extra bacon for your boy.
That's right. Pork
That's a shirt, dude.
Pork on my
Shout
fork.
Shout out Jews and Muslims. On the back. Extra bacon for your boy.
I'm like, they misprinted it. Now it just says shout at Jews and Muslims.
I can't not sell them. It's merch I bought.
I gotta move these shirts, man. Just gonna have to tap into a different demo.
Oh.
I'm coming to the realization that there are people in my life that I have
My life.
that I have fake laughed at for too long.
Okay, give me an example.
Well, I can't name names.
I know you can't name names, but can you? Do they listen? Are they going to know you're talking about?
Maybe.
Okay, so like, what's an example?
Well, everyone who's listening now is going to be afraid it's them.
Good.
You know,
It's going to hold them all to a higher standard.
I truly believe that the people who I'm talking about don't know or will never believe it's them.
Right.
But It's just like you fake laugh, and I only got a few in me, man. But when I dip and dig deep and throw out more fake laughs, now I'm giving you a false precedent of what I think is funny.
Right.
And now you're bothering me, and I haven't conveyed that to you.
It's interesting. I mean,
Get me to that age where I'm a dick.
I think I've been told I have a good laugh, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't and I think I do laugh more than most people, which is weird because I don't like
But it's not
most things.
It's not that like open mic host laugh. That's just like
right.
every bad take. It's like, ha, ha, ha.
No, I know. But I don't feel like I have that same feeling as you where I don't think I do a ton of fake laughing.
No, I don't think you do much. And I think when you're fake laughing, it's you being sarcastic.
Right. So I wonder what am I capable of that you're not? Why are you not capable of not laughing?
I think just like trying to align with people in social settings. It's me just being like, hey, we get along.
I mean, I think I do that too.
Yeah, but I could see you just like tapping out. Be like, okay, I'm going over here now.
Totally.
Whereas I'm like, yeah, no, sleep over. What? Sleep over?
We went to bus stop on Thursday night.
Uh-huh.
It was packed.
Is it bus stop or the bus stop?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Packed bar, and a friend of mine started dating this girl. They've been dating like a month or two, and it was so loud in there. And we were I was trying to talk to her, be nice, and at a certain point, I just was done saying what, and I just started doing the yeah, totally to everything, and then at one point, I think it didn't fit because she kind of looked at me weird, and I was like, oh, this got weird, and I don't know why, because I didn't hear what you said. All I know is that I said, yeah, exactly.
Did you try to piece it together?
Nope. It was too loud. It was, like, obnoxiously loud in this bar. And, which was fun, except that, like, you're also thinking, like, COVID's back.
Yeah.
We're packed in this bar. And you're trying to think, like, okay, it's San Francisco. Everyone's probably vaxxed. You're trying to convince yourself, like,
right.
yeah.
Right.
But who knows, man? Who knows?
Yeah. I was at a bar where it was too loud. I think we are getting old, too. Where I'm just like, this is a lot. I sat with someone, and I was like, 5 minutes of us talking was just like, I was out of breath and dizzy. I'm like, oh, we're shouting at each other. I'm just like,
like you.
I know. I still am trying to figure that part out.
It hurts when I pee.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, you just got to keep your heart open to people. And I think you meet people that eventually, whether it's a shared interest or just a zest for life. And I'm just like getting all like, hoarse.
When you put the gun in your mouth, you got to put it under the teeth. Otherwise, you don't know where the back, the what is it called? The
barrel?
No, like the
barrel.
No, not the ricochet, the backfire. Backfire.
Oh, the backfire.
You don't know where it's gonna go. You might hit a friend.
Right.
You plant it deep under the teeth.
Yeah, or be alone. Distance yourself. It's just like the worst conversations being like, yeah, I'm not visiting grandma. It's a grave. She doesn't know we're dropping off flowers. I don't get that. You ever walk by and you catch like glimpses of someone's conversations and it's just so perfectly placed.
Yeah.
I walked by this couple and they were like an attractive LA couple, you know, drunk, like night out. People are all at the bars and I'm just walking down the street. And I hear this girl go, yeah, but I'm like, bitch, when you say Uruguay, no one knows what the fuck you're talking about. I hate to say you can't write that. But that was just the
cannot write
perfect
that.
snippet of a conversation.
We used to do that at work. It was like, who could catch waiting tables or bartending? Who could catch the weirdest one-liner out of context?
Yeah.
And you just come back and be like, guys, I think I won. I don't know what her blood type is, or something like weird.
Right,
you know?
right.
That wasn't even that weird.
Sometimes
but like something.
I catch myself being like, oh, if I sounded bad for that. Those people walking by, you know, I'm just like, dude, like, I'll hug you, but you know, like it should be for a while if we're going to do it. And it's, like I can't even think of an example
Exactly. Same thing.
of me just sounding like a fucking idiot. Mm-hmm. Everyone has the the capability of sounding like an idiot for 5 words.
Right, totally. And sometimes it's like, or you're trying to like mimic someone doing something stupid, and then you're like, oh no, they're gonna think I'm the racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
that's why you got to make your voice extra like that'll make them respect you.
That makes it right.
That's acceptable behavior. Yeah, that's when people used to do when we were younger. Dur.
Yeah.
You know? I wasn't a dur guy.
What do you think?
I was a smart one.
What are we not ahead of yet?
Like the next thing?
Yeah. What's the next thing? Robots. We make fun of robots.
I think, well, the pendulum's going to swing back. So I think it's going to be like white people. You can't make fun of white people in about 10 years. I'm getting way ahead of us.
Yeah.
But
red-haired people, that's finally going to end.
Red-haired?
Red hair?
Yep.
They do have souls, guys. Wait, I don't know if anyone has souls, but if we all have souls, then so do red people.
Yeah.
Red people?
Red-haired people. Red people. Autistic people?
Yeah, but we're already there.
No, but not the people that are sort of like pretending to be.
Like Asperger's-y?
Yeah, no, not Asperger's-y, but people like say they're on the spectrum. We can't make fun of them for saying that. Mean people, just like untrustworthy, shady people. We're going to have to respect their rights to be absolute fucking backstabbing scoundrels.
Lazy people? When do they get theirs?
Yep. You got to respect my desire to not
lazy.
leave the couch.
Yeah.
People who...
Terrorists?
Terrorists, yeah, you got to respect terrorists.
We all have jobs.
And beliefs.
Yeah.
I believe I'm taking all of you on this flight to paradise.
I wonder what it's like in high school now.
Hunters get shit.
Get shit. No, they still will.
Trophy hunters. You got to respect their desire.
Game hunters.
Got to respect their desire to add a trophy to the wall. I feel like you can't be a normal person and be a taxidermist. There's something up with you.
Yeah.
You know?
What's normal, though, dude? What is normal?
Like a normal hobby?
Yeah.
Anything Joe Rogan's into? Muay Thai?
Fair.
BJJ?
Being 5'4".
Being 5'4".
On it.
On it supplements. Weed. Weed is cool. Absolutely normal behavior. Mm-hmm. If you're not high...
But here's the thing. Smoking weed is as normal as you can be. Anything you do while high, not normal.
That's true.
So that is a weird construct.
God's a tricky son of a gun.
Yeah.
I actually had I feel like I'm becoming an old fucking square dad because like when comics who smoke a lot of weed like let me down. You know, I'm like, you fucking stoners, dude. You goddamn hippies.
What'd they do?
Someone, I'm not going to say who,
right.
But a comedian couldn't make it to a show. And the show had started.
So it's Mark Smalls.
Where are you? No, it's not Mark Smalls. I was like, where are you? And they wrote, hey, man, I already told like Jason or something that I'm not going to make it. I'm like, who the hell's Jason? Like, oh, I thought this was that show. I'm like, no, man, Jason is not a part of this. I don't know who Jason is. He's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm not going to make it. Why are we still talking?
Yeah. Right. That's funny. How is this your Friday show?
I'm not telling you.
Was it
I'm trying to solve a riddle.
But you did your Friday show. I just want to talk about the Friday show. Was it super hot in that basement?
No.
Nice.
Only a handful of people showed up because
Right.
we only allowed vaccinated people.
I know no one's coming, so I did a
but
show.
they were a mighty crowd. And they were very grateful that we were doing this vaccination thing.
Totally. I did 2 shows in the Bay where you had to be vaxxed to get in. Same thing. And it wasn't that they were small crowds because people got turned away. Not small crowds, but smaller than...
It wasn't that? It was that. You said
they were smaller than normal because people
Got
bought tickets, got there, didn't have it, or said they straight up were like, I'm not vaxxed.
Yeah.
Some people.
Oh, yeah, that's tough. It sucks if you didn't have it.
It's a weird...
You think people are faking it now?
Well, so like that's why... So then, yeah, because you could just Photoshop it, right?
Yeah.
But
That's
now
why-
they're saying you have to have either the physical card or the QR code from California. That everyone's sending it out. You should get that. We'll talk about
you
it
get
after.
a QR? Cool.
And
You're right. I should have that. I think I have one already from when I was vaccinated.
well, yeah.
What I've been doing is I've been going, cute card. I'm going to throw this magnet at you.
If it sticks.
Nice piece of paper you got there.
No, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So I don't know what I was getting at, but
Oh,
so
you're
I did
talking
those
about people
shows,
getting turned away.
But people aren't going out. And I don't know if it's they're afraid of Delta or they're just kind of not into the vibe of proving they're vaxxed or they're anti-vaxxers.
Right, could be a privacy thing.
It could also be that like another hypothesis I have is just like people went hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Burnt out.
They're burnt out. Like people went out a ton when we
Yep.
all got vaxxed.
Yep.
And this is just a little bit of a burnout phase.
Yeah.
Or everyone's kind of like, I got to go back to work. Like,
Yeah, it's also my body's adjusting to like
Yeah.
partying.
I think a lot of people are like, even me, like back doing shows again. I'm like, I need some time off.
Yeah, we're like used to kind of being in our room.
Right.
Like in our homes.
Yeah.
So when we're out for a while, it's like, man, I got to get back to the
Yeah.
couch. It's a weird...
You have to recharge more than ever.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling.
Which I think is probably going to be good in the long run if we can find a balance of that. Because I think a lot of us go too hard.
I'm not that. I don't think...
You think you go hard?
I do?
Seems like it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm like...
But you go out most nights. Pre-COVID, you go out most nights.
Yeah. Yeah, but I haven't since.
Right.
I feel like, like sometimes I'll see, like self-help posts or like bits of advice, and I like to listen to those. And a lot of the messages you'll get is like, hey, remind yourself you're doing great. Take a moment, take some time away from what you're working on, and just like learn to relax and just be comfortable with nothing going on.
Right.
And I'm like, that's great advice. I don't think it's for me. Like, you're talking to the people in the
You're talking to a different person.
Yeah, exactly.
Different work ethic.
My lesson is like,
Yeah.
dude, do you want to do this?
But it's also like, I know it's different because it's like work for us, but like there's weeks where you're out 7 nights a week.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think it could be good if some comics, maybe not us, like
Yeah.
I think we're good at like prioritizing what shows are worth it and stuff. But
Yeah.
like, I think some comics could use the like, hey
Yeah.
man, stay
Well,
home a night.
Especially new comics.
Yeah.
I feel like, and I'm also someone that regretted not going up every night when I started.
Right.
Because I just didn't have the courage. I'm like, this is scary as fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
And that last set was bad. I don't want to keep doing this. But comics I know, or I would see as I progressed and started going up all the time, would just be the first one at every mic waiting to sign up. And I'm like, dude, you need to have a life.
Yeah.
So that you have a story to tell when you have the microphone.
Right. That's what's so hard about even doing this pod, let alone writing new jokes.
Yeah.
But it's like, even though life started, like, I don't feel like things are happening to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, so I'm trying to live life that isn't just shows.
Right. Right. Have some like real experiences, which I don't even know what those are. Just hang out by a waterfall. Like Instagram fucked me up,
Yeah, dude, I went to Yosemite. Nothing funny there. It was just nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was just nice.
There's a mic over at Half Dome.
The Half Dome mic was closed for COVID.
What?
There did have a booked show over at Bridalveil Falls,
Okay.
but it was like I couldn't get on it. You had to have a Netflix credit. Like,
Hit
at
me up
least.
next time. Hit
You
me up
can-
next
you know
time.
the guy?
Yeah, I know a bear. That people do not say no to at that club.
Yeah. So, when's your next trip? You going to the Bay like next week?
I'm going to the Bay next Tuesday through, next week, Tuesday through Sunday.
You'll be at Punchline?
I'll be at the Punchline,
of
San Francisco.
I was just there last night, dude.
How was it?
It was nice.
I missed the Sunday night showcase, my favorite night of the week to go.
You
to
gonna go on that Sunday, or are you coming back?
I'm not sure yet. I think I'll probably go.
Yeah, you should. It's fun.
But I could see myself getting burnt out after like 6 days straight of being there doing shows.
I mean, it's so hard to do the Sunday after being there. You're there Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Damn. So it's like what, All Stars?
Yeah.
All Stars and the weekend?
And the weekend.
Dude, you're getting paid though.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
It's 5 days.
Saturday.
And
5 days.
2 shows on Friday and Saturday.
8 shows? 6 shows.
Yeah, 6 shows. No,
Yeah.
7 shows. Friday, Saturday, 2-4. Thursday, Wednesday, 2. I had to do the math for you because
Damn,
you're
thank
facing.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
$700.
I think it's less.
Let's
Maybe
not
it's
talk about your
700.
money. $7,000.
That's right. Oh, 700,000.
That's too much. They're not going to believe that.
Okay. 700,000 rupee.
Rupee. What country's rupee?
I
Uruguay.
I don't want to get canceled. Uruguay.
Uruguay.
Can you not really say it?
Uruguay. Am I not saying it?
No.
Uruguay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Uruguay.
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 Yeah, that's pretty good.
Uruguay.
Yeah.
What else?
Qatar. It's Qatar.
Qatar.
Yeah. My mom
America
says
beat
Qatar.
them in the Gold Cup, dude. Then we knocked off Mexico.
Why are they in
took home the cup.
CONCACAF? They're like Arab.
They do. They do like special invites for tournaments. I
Oh,
think
okay.
Qatar paid for it because they're trying to warm up for the old World Cup. That
U-
they bought
USA
there.
won.
That's right, we did. And then the women's team lost in the Olympics
No way.
to Canada.
No way.
Yeah,
Those fucks up there.
those fucks up north.
Do we hate Canada still? That was like a thing in the 90s.
I don't think we've ever hated Canada, but we make fun of Canada.
Yeah, but like we kind of like.
We don't respect them. I don't think we hate them.
Yeah.
Not like Mexico.
Right. Right. We're not building a wall.
Yeah. That's always the joke, right? Building the wrong wall. We got to stop them coming down and putting their messed up quarters in our vending machines.
Canadian bacon on our Hawaiian pizza. That
Yeah.
don't sound right. I want my Hawaiian pizza Hawaiian. It's the weirdest gripe.
Give me Spam and pineapple.
Where can I get a good musubi? Y'all got taro
What
root?
is poi? I don't know, but I want it.
Hey, Mr. President, can we say Melikaliki Maka again?
Is that the fish?
No,
What's the fish?
it's the Hawaiian. It means Merry Christmas in Hawaiian.
Oh,
Melikaliki Maka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. It sounded like almost an Indian accent towards the end, and I want to apologize to our Hesbos at home.
We have a lot of Hesbians out in
India?
South Asia.
Really?
Yeah, we're huge.
No way.
I'm beginning to think
I want to go. Well, I do want to make a trip
that we
to
have
like
more
Southeast Asia.
Hesbos internationally than in the United States.
I want to take a trip to like Southeast Asia and be like, ran into some Hesbos while I was here, and it's
Yeah.
just me at a like a page view farm, like with like a bookshelf of cell phones.
Just a click farm in you.
All everything is nothing.
As it shall ever be. All right.
How are we at on time?
Wind it down, dude.
Okay.
Banger City.
Nice wind down. Wind down. Elizabeth says that about going to bed.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to wind down.
Yeah, some people like wash up too.
Wash up is more normal to me, but like winding down.
You gotta wash up to wind down.
You know what winding down entails?
What do you-
What do you think it means?
turn some screens off.
Screens
Put
off.
some
That's a good
PJs
one.
on.
PJs on.
Maybe have some tea.
Lower volume.
Lower volume, lower light, dimmer light.
Lower light, lower volume. It's just we're winding down. Don't get me too riled up.
Well, the whole like, there's this whole movement on like healthy sleep cycles, and that's a big part of it. Screens off for an hour before you go to bed. Other stuff.
Yeah.
Put some lotion on.
Your skin.
Something calm.
Or else you get the hose again.
Yeah. You want to other good sleep things. Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yep.
Just the word?
You just anything with pumpkin.
Oh.
Is good.
Just like a can of sliced pumpkin.
You could get an actual pumpkin if they're in season and just spoon it in bed. That helps sleep.
Torio, are you trying to make eating pumpkin pie in bed a healthy tip for going
Why
to sleep?
can't it be? Why can't it be?
It doesn't look right,
pie.
man. It doesn't look right. You're just sitting there eating pumpkin pie. I don't wind down when I sleep. I wind up. I wind up face down outside of our doorstep. I wind up with a bowl of cereal upside down on my chest.
You go hard.
I go ham, dude.
Yeah.
I'm not a healthy guy.
I remember that.
I'm falling apart, honestly, health-wise.
Well, it's also like, I remember you would be like, one more nightcap.
Right.
Which I feel like is the opposite. It's like, let's get your heart really beaten with one more cocktail.
Dude, my body is like
right before.
So drunk, and we're like, dude, you want to do more of that infinity juice? And live forever? I'm like,
I never understood the nightcap. I mean, like, if you're at a bar, it's like, it's a social thing.
Right.
But like at home, I'm always like, if I drink another one,
yeah,
I'm going to want to be awake for another hour because I want to exist in this drunk. But not everyone's like that.
No, for me, it's like, I'm going to take this one and then I'm going to be lights out. Right. But sometimes lights out means I'm awake. I'm banging on my neighbor's door.
Lights out could just mean blackout.
Telling him, let me in. I'm horny as fuck. Why are you doing this?
I'm gonna fuck you with my mouth. I remember you saying that a lot.
Yeah.
To the neighbors.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it worked sometimes.
But the cool thing is I've learned to apologize the next day while still blacked out.
I would always
sometimes I'm just drunk in the morning and I'm like, look, my behavior was unacceptable. And you're like, what are you talking about?
My move in college is I'd apologize before. Be like, hey man,
sorry about what's
this
coming.
Next drink. I'm sorry, man.
That's really cute, actually. It's like a responsible.
People liked it. I was also not that bad of a drunk.
Right.
So it was more
of a joke.
It was more of a joke, and also like, hey, he apologized for this.
Yeah.
He said he was going to end up crying in the corner, and there he is.
Yeah.
How mad can we be?
I've never gone the crying route when I'm too drunk. I feel like I see a lot of women when I'm at like festivals.
Whoa.
Sitting down crying.
Hold up, dude.
What?
You can't talk about women like that.
What?
You can't say that only they cry.
No, I see a lot of them crying.
Yeah. Okay. Just, tread lightly. Go ahead. Continue.
Okay. Because I'm not looking at dudes. Is that better?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with looking at dudes?
It's not for me.
But maybe it is. A lot of people that try to prove to themselves that they don't want to look at dudes actually, in their heart, want to look at dudes.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be real, man. I can't even kid anymore. I look at dudes a lot. You've seen me. I comment on how hot and ripped guys are too much.
Yeah.
It makes Elizabeth uncomfortable. She's like, stop. What are you doing? I'm like, just look at that guy running. Get it.
It is amazing.
You are on the right track, my friend.
I always want to have what they have. I want to feel how they feel. Not look how they look. I want to feel that health.
My goal is to go for a jog with my shirt off. And it's cool.
Let's start running, dude. We have to turn it into a competition, otherwise neither of us will do it.
Yeah, but running is not going to make me ripped. It's like I got to lift weights, eat right.
Running will make you cut. It'll make you
really?
It'll make you shed pounds, and then that's what those abs that you see are in your body. Nah. You just have to get rid of the fat.
Nah, dude. Dude, nah.
Okay. Well, I thought I'd challenge you, but if you're too afraid, it's fine.
What are we challenging each other for?
I don't know exactly.
Running?
Running.
Just running from something?
Let's see who can do the fastest mile. But I need months to train. A couple months.
A couple months of a challenge?
Well, yeah, because you're skinnier than me.
Dude, I'm hiding a lot down here. My arms get skinny and my torso gets big. I turn into ET.
Okay.
But I want to be muscular.
Okay.
But also svelte.
I get it. I want that for you. It's hot as fuck in here.
Should we just keep doing this and lose weight?
It's like a sweat lodge.
Yeah.
This light you have.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm going to pass out.
Really?
A little bit.
Should we cut it now?
No.
Do you think masturbation makes one arm stronger than the other, like tennis players?
Nah.
Okay. So I should just not try to make that a thing.
You're trying to switch?
Trying to get my
keep them the same?
Yeah.
No, just go the hand that... Just do the hand that you like the most? Because that time's about you and pleasure, not about working. You know what I mean?
So like by hand, you also include like my own mouth, right?
Dude, if you're getting your own mouth down there, you don't need to work out.
There's a kid.
You're done.
There's a kid that I grew up with that swore he could suck his own dick, and he like would kind of show like just him like at a party, like bend his head down. You're like, whoa. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're working with, but you could probably get there. And one of the funniest reactions was some guy saw him doing it at a party and was like, wait, you can suck your own dick? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, oh my God, I never leave my house.
Yeah. I think that joke's been said.
Well, high school, first time I ever heard it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
There was no internet.
You had to just hear stuff
the first. Yeah, but the internet was like what?
I mean,
E-Bombs World? Like Google barely had stuff.
Yeah, it was a wild
back
time
back when I was a kid, you had to go to Warehouse Records.
That's right. You had to go to what was the other one?
Blockbuster.
Sam Goody.
Sam Goody. Tower Records. You just get a dude. You did you ever make mixtapes?
Of course.
And you write it out
And burn CDs too.
Oh, did you ever burn the radio? Like play radio and then you could record
you could do that, but I never did that.
Dude, I did that once.
But we did have VHS. We'd tape movies.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I taped some shit. I used to have tons of VHSs.
I was thinking about, like, speaking of 90s trends, I was at 7-Eleven and I bought Dunkaroos because they had Dunkaroos for Ben Del Castillo. And then we were at this show and there's this newer comic. I just met her and she didn't know what Dunkaroos was. And I was like, how old are you? And she's like 23. And it was like, I'm done talking to you for the night.
Really?
No Dunkaroos.
You're saying no to love with the 23-year-old?
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't think I can fall in love with a 23-year-old.
That's like ageist.
But it wasn't like we were vibing in that way.
Right. Well, especially after that.
I was like, if you don't know Dunkaroos, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
And I did. Yeah.
She's like, did you watch like Phineas and Ferb growing up?
It's like, what did you have? What were your snacks?
iCarly.
If I bring
cookies.
up Gushers and you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna throw a fit.
Gushers were overrated to me as a kid.
Yeah, I actually agree, but they were fun.
Yeah, it was
they
cool,
weren't that
like,
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fruit by the foot. No.
That was amazing.
Bubble tape.
Of course.
6 feet of bubble gum.
Fruit by the foot. Or no, not fruit by the foot was good. But what were the fruit roll-ups? Garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when Squeeze-Its.
Mm-hmm. Squeeze-Its.
They tried to trick kids into drinking real juice. My mom bought them, and I'm like, what is this garbage? This purple tastes like grape juice.
They had the little tabs on top. Yeah.
We have cancer for sure, right? All the little plastic
we're
things.
messed up, man. Oh, we are messed up. We have CTE and cancer.
So if you met a girl that was just younger, that was like, I love, like, dude, I like want to see you more. You're like the funniest comedian I've seen. I grew up more on like the older comics, like Bo Burnham. And,
yeah, I would be like, no thanks.
Yeah,
like,
my
nice
dad used to listen to Chappelle.
Bye. Bye.
You wouldn't be one of those older guys that just dates a younger woman? I feel like it's a flex.
Nah. No, I mean, younger, but
old soul.
I don't subscribe to that. Old soul. She's old for her age, mature for her age. It's like, oh, she's 17. Like, what's going on? No.
You'd have to introduce her like that.
Yeah. I just feel like, I mean, age is just a number, right? Mm-hmm. But if you're that young, and you probably act that way, because most people act their age.
Right.
I find myself probably not interested. But you know what? Never say never.
Well, so you'd see yourself with an older woman over young.
I mean, like, I'm 34.
Right. So 44?
I mean, I don't think that's what I'm looking for. I think someone in that, like, 28 to 36 would be ideal. But yeah, I'll go out of it. I'll go out of it.
With your tight ass window,
tight window, sure.
Sugar mama, 44?
Yeah, why not? At this point, dude, I'll settle
for 23.
For 23 or 44.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at how quickly you caved.
Yeah, I came around. I just remember like time's ticking, dude. My biological clock is a ticking.
And also, if she's like 23, you can wait on having kids for like 7 years.
That is a good point.
But your spermies are going to be whack as fuck, dude.
Is that a thing?
I think when you get older, your spermies are just like...
You call them spermies?
They're weak. Well, yeah, they're no longer sperm.
They're spermies.
Yeah.
Because they're old.
You old spermy having ass, old fuck. Yeah, your spermies, like, they wouldn't know how to skate. And they'd be pacifists.
Yeah, they'd be like, you want to go to the park? Just sit.
Right.
Yeah.
They'd always like want to wear a cardigan.
You have a baby and he's just an old baby.
Yeah.
Just like, Papa.
The baby's just like, mush it up more. There are chunks and I'm not here for that.
I don't think potty training's in the cards for me. I think I'm always going to just be shitting myself.
We got to get a warmer Fisher-Price pretend toilet because it's chilly.
As he's breastfeeding, be like, can you pop this in the microwave?
Hate to be that guy.
Can you pump and then microwave and then feed it to me?
Right. And also, you were drinking.
I can taste it.
I have a headache. I got to lie down. Your baby doesn't nap. It just needs to lie down.
It's been a day.
You're a little feeble
I have
ass
a lot
baby.
going on.
Right. You'd be like, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's like, let's table this. Tomorrow we can do all the numbers.
Circle back to 4.